Hello everybody, this is MTG Orzo for PureMTGO.com playing my 20 ticket Odric Master Tactician in a final game versus Kruphix, God of the Horizons. This hand is very keepable, we will keep it. We would have liked to see a turn 1 play, but a turn 2 play would be a fine draw. We do have Swords to Plowshares, Fiend Hunter, a very reactive hand. Veteran Swordsmith is a little buff. And Moon Silver Spear is a fun equipment, and we'll see if we can't get going on. Decree of Justice does absolutely nothing right now, so we're gonna sit back. We probably won't cast this. We'll probably cycle this for soldiers. What are you playing? Moss Diamond. That's fine. That is fine. I don't know why you would run, I don't know, running artifacts that only produce green doesn't strike me as worth it most of the time, because green has just, like, he could have just cast Rampant Growth there and he would have been infinitely safer. We'll cast Veteran Swordsmith this turn. Next turn we will cast Odric Master Tactician unless he plays a juicy card for us to Fiend Hunter. Thermorphic Expanse from my opponent into a Cultivate means yeah, we'll play an Odric next turn. Fiend Hunter probably needs to be saved for whatever crazy creature he's going to play. With Lords out, Decree of Justice cycling mode becomes a lot better. We'll play out Odric this turn as well. When he's shields down, no counter magic here. Attack with the Veteran. Wait, other soldiers. Is he not a soldier? He is a soldier. Oh, right, he's a 3/4. I always forget that Odric is a 3/4, not a 3/3. I mean, would it have killed wizards to make this a Prophet of Kruphix is bad? Like, maybe we should have held up Path or Swords, because nah, that's annoying. We do get rid of it, so that is true. Fiend Hunter will snatch it. If he has the counter smell for Fiend Hunter, we do have Swords to Plowshares. He does not, so we will get this. We will get the Prophet off the board. If he doesn't have an immediate way to get value off of it, then there is, well, he does. He's going to cast Kruphix. That's fine. That's not nearly as scary as it could have been. Now Kruphix is online, so we do have to be careful. We could have played Keldor and Outpost that turn, and it probably was the smart play, because now we will be down a turn on those activations. But we'll get some damage in. We'll take him to 30. Next turn, I believe it's going to be a Keldor and Outpost, and then end of turn cycle Decree of Justice, because I would like to be able to cast, or I would like to be able to make blocking difficult for my opponent, if at all possible. He might just float a bunch of mana at end of turn. He is at Cyclonic Rift mana. It is important to always remember when your blue opponent gets to 7 mana, because it can just mean, it can just blow you out. I don't want to play Keldor and Outpost until I do something, so I believe I'm going to play Plains and attack. If he does tap out for the Cyclonic Rift, I will be able to Swords to Plowshare the Prophet of Kruphix while he is tapped out. But it doesn't look like he's doing anything much. He's probably just going to let himself float a bunch of mana for maybe an X spell next turn, or just maybe it's just something huge. Or he's got an X spell now. Factor Fiction. Okay. What's going on in your piles? Okay. None of these cards I'm really worried about. So we'll put Cord and Naturalize in a pile. I like that pile. I don't usually think much about my Factor Fiction piles. Like, if I'm playing at home, I almost always go 7-0 or 5-0. Just because, I don't know, I think it's a fun card. It's probably the bad move, but he can cast lots of things. Bribery targeting me. Ooh, that gets Elish Norn, which means we lose our veteran. It does get into Elish Norn. So we'll lose our veteran swordsmith probably. It's probably the best card that he could get. He might get Archangel of Tides, but at this point, Elish Norn is a pretty big beating. And if he's got counter magic, this game could be out of reach quickly in that case. But personally, I don't get mad at bribery unless I'm drunk. But I feel like bribery is only as good as the creatures you have in your deck. So if you don't like bribery, don't run huge game-ending creatures in your deck or run ways to counter it. It's a good card. You have to play around it. So, I mean, like, this card used to get, like, the hate in my experience before, like, Cyclonic Rift came out. It was, like, the blue card to, really, Angel of Jubilation. I feel like that was incorrect. Solemn. I still feel like we path the Angel. Because it is an anthem for his team. Why did he suck at a Tribe Elder? Like, he does get to block with that. Do we save this? Because we will be able to, because we're gonna cycle this and get 3 tokens. And we can make him block here. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, let's cycle this. Because right now this would get me 1 angel. So we're gonna cycle and get 3 2/1s. Seems good to me. Significantly increase the clock. Preeminent Captain is slow. It is very slow. It's like the definition of slow. How much does it cost to equip? 4? That's too much. Preeminent Captain doesn't actually do anything, so we're gonna play out the. Well, he does. He has an acidic slime in hand, so Moon Silver Spear doesn't do anything either. It's just a target for him. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Attack with everybody. Odric will trigger. Yes, declare the attacks, please. Yes, please. I would like to decide how you block. Angel of Jubilation will block our 4/4 first striker. And that's it. So he'll take a non-zero amount of damage, go to 12, and I think we just hold it right here, make a holding pattern. If that was the case, I should have played Kildor Outpost. I'm aware of that. I'm always so like skittish to play this in like Lake of the Dead when I don't absolutely need to. And he does still have Acidic Slime here, so that puts us back a land, so maybe that's what I was unconsciously thinking when I didn't cast him. I don't know, I honestly wasn't thinking that far ahead. Garruk Primal Hunter. Well, he gets a beast. He could draw 2 cards, maybe find something that gets him out of this. Because he needs to find, like, at 5 mana, he needs to find, like, Evacuation. Yeah, okay. No. You don't get a creature. You don't get to draw cards. Okay, that was worth Swords to Plowsharing that for. Because now, if he didn't have anything to stop us now, he's not going to draw 2 extra cards. So yeah, there's the win for us. So thank you, everybody. This has actually been a really fun deck. I've been playing this deck without recording it, and I've had a lot of fun with this deck. And this deck can really do a lot of things, and I'm excited to sort of bring this budget alternative to what a lot of people consider to be an expensive online format to you guys. Make sure you check out PureMTGO and MTGO traders for all your MTGO needs. And if you like this video, check out my channel. I'd love to have you guys here and hang out. And if you want to play me, just add me on MTGO. My name is Orzo. I have weird hours, so if you're in Australia, thumbs up to you. I'm in the same time zone as you, but I'll try to make it work. I love playing with real people online. So thank you guys. See you next time.